Yo, what is up guys, it's Ray here. We're going to do a support team showcase today, and before we do that, I want to show you my long and painful journey to getting my Shamain. I spent so many pulls, but here's just some clips from my stream.
Beast? No, it's medicine pocket.
So yeah, I lost my 50-50 to medicine pocket, and then I proceed to spend the rest of my summons here, do events, spend more summons, do limbo, spend more summons, and I just cannot get them early. And I'm doing dailies, I'm logging in, claiming the mail, and I keep pulling and pulling until I think 68 here. So I'm already at 130 something pulls, and I finally get Shamain. So yeah, those are my Shamain pulls. Hopefully my 37 and 6 pulls are a little better, but let's get right into the showcase with all these top tier supports. I decided to make this video because I looked at my roster on this alt account. I'm like, wait, I think I have the best characters or the best support characters of the 4 main types of beast, plant, mineral, star. And I was like, what if I put them all in the same team? And it turns out it's pretty darn good. So as you can see here, the very first turn, we're just going to apply a bunch of buffs on ourselves, apply a bunch of debuffs on the enemy, and then when turn 2 comes around, we still got those buffs, still got those debuffs. We're going to try to do as much damage as we can to the enemy. And then I know Shamane has been out for 2 weeks, so I'm not going to really explain how he works like I usually do with the new characters. But TLDR, if the enemy doesn't have a debuff, go ahead, debuff them with Shamane. And then if you have the attack card for Shamane, only use it when you're able to use a 2-star. Because if you use a 1-star, it does not give you that Nature's Blessing stack that gives you Moxie after your ulti. And then if you use a 3-star of that card, it doesn't give you any more than that 1 stack. So it's only beneficial to use a 2-star kick card from Shamane. Okay, that's pretty much how you use them. Debuff, 2-star kick, and then drop huge ults back to back and do massive damage. As you can see here, I'm kind of deciding, should I try to get 3 ults by round 4, because I can actually. If I just move this card for Pickles and then just use it, I'll be able to get 1 Moxie for moving and then another Moxie for using the card, and then his passive's gonna proc. So I'm gonna get all 3 of the big ulties for round 4. And again, going back to like arguably the best supports in each of the types, like I don't think anyone's better than Shamane in the beast type category, maybe medicine pocket, but we're using ToothFairy here as a healer, so we don't need to use medicine pocket. And then for the plant, Only is arguably the best support in that plant. The closest thing is like Beacorn Bloom, and it's really close actually. And then mineral, Pickles obviously the best. The closest thing is Necrologist with high portrays, but Necrologist has too many moves to use to get to her ulti. And then no one beats out ToothFairy in the star category. So we have like a super stacked team here. I just used the the Pickles ulti here. That's going to give everyone on our team a 30% damage bonus, and we're going to go ahead and use our Only ulti. And look at that, 9,000, 9,000, 12,000, 12,000. That is 40,000. That's 40,000 damage. That's crazy. And we got Shamane here. We got I couldn't do the math. I think it's like 30,000 damage. Absolutely crazy. But not only that, we just did 30,000 damage with the ulti, but we get to ulti again. So that's what I love about Shamane. He does like buffs for everyone, debuffs for everyone. And it's only because of Shamane this team can work to its maximum potential, because Only does reality damage, Pickles does mental damage, ToothFairy does mental damage. It's just like a mixture of damage, but because he can debuff both mental and reality damage, yes, it's not as much as like Beacorn or Baby Blue. The fact that you get to debuff for everyone on your team, I think that makes up for it. So I feel like people underrate Shamane in that aspect. He's just so flexible. Look at that, he just did 27,000 damage, he did 15,000, 11,000, he did 40,000 damage, and it wasn't even 4 targets. Absolutely insane. So it's already round 5, and this guy's already naked. He got no hands, he got no cube, and he's just gonna be using his AoE attack on us. Obviously, if you don't know how he works, once you take out all of his body parts, he's gonna keep using his AoE attacks, but those AoE attacks are half, so you can honestly just get by with just the ToothFairy healing, and that's what I'm gonna do here. I don't think I use any heals all the way till the end of this stage here, and I just keep whacking this guy, and yeah, it's GG easy. Super happy how this support team worked out, And to be honest, I was a little concerned because I was like, wow, I have a lot of support characters. But then I realized, why not just support those support characters and make them, you know, make everyone a support and make everyone a DPS, you know? So going forward, super excited because I feel like I'm going to just pull for the big supports. Obviously, I'm going to try to get 6. He's going to be that special typing of spirit, not spirit, intellect, I think. And he's obviously going to be the best, you know, support character of that type. And then in 1.7, the release of that new character, I don't know what her name is, or I don't know how to pronounce her name. Starts with Isolde. She's going to be a spirit support, so she's going to be probably the best of her typing as well. So I think I'm going to try to get those two. I'm going to try to keep building on these support teams, trying to, you know, make them support each other, make them, you know, each other a DPS. And honestly, rotating between their skills is like super nice, because if you don't get their card that attacks, that's fine. We're just going to use the debuffs, we'll use another support's attack card, and then vice versa. So it actually works out really well, to my surprise. Okay. All right, so that's going to be it for this stage. We finished in 8 rounds. Very impressive. Looking at the damage charts here, look at that. Shamain, 55% of the damage. And that's because, you know, he has that type advantage and the boss is weak to beast. So it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and reset this and go ahead and show you my stats at the end of the video. But hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Well, I heard your footsteps when you rounded the corner.
Oh, welcome, Waisa!
The puppy is delighted by your visit. He is about...
Stop talking. It's time for a checkup. Please open your mouth.